understand.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
It's 9:15. I'm calling to order this special meeting of the City Council of the City of Bandera. We're at 511 Main Street. It's Thursday, September 30th, 2021. Councilman Hasty, Councilman Morris, Councilman Russ are present in person. Mayor Pro Tem Rebecca Gibson is attending via Zoom, as is the city administrator. Tony Coons, Councilman Coons, is observing this meeting. However, due to the Open Meetings Act regulations, she will not be able to participate because she is not visible to the room. The city, I've already talked about you. The city secretary is here, the city marshal is here, and the city treasurer is here. Item 2 is discussion and possible action on the following items. Discussion and possible action on approving the BEDC 21-22 proposed budget. Council, here it is. Jerry,
Do we need a motion before we can discuss?
we need a motion on the table before we can discuss. Darcy,
I'd like to make a motion to approve the budget as presented.
I'll second.
Christine, you second?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, discussion?
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry?
I'm not going through it completely. Main thing I was curious, or I need to know, or would like to know, is we requested total, correct me if I got the math wrong, but around 217,000. And just on our budget side, I only showed 38.5. How much was approved for our projects that we'd requested? Can you tell me?
David, you got clarification from Jared, I believe. How much was approved for the city's budget?
The EDC allocated $80,000 for the city on the budget,
Yes.
Mayor.
Okay. Jerry?
How come it doesn't show anywhere? It doesn't show in our budget, our proposed either. There should have been line items there. We had, the only thing I found in our proposed budget was a total of 38.5. And I might have missed something, but I don't think so. And I think it was 20, I'm talking off the top of my head, I think it was 25,000 for the parks and 13.5. Yeah, 13.5 for something. I can't remember which that was for. I'd have to go back through it. But still, that's a huge difference from our request. And we need that money for our, especially our street project and our wastewater treatment plant, and TWDB, and I'm not sure how we're going to be able to handle all this stuff.
Well, we've had a lot of stuff up in our budget without any, as far as I know, there's no money budgeted in this budget from the EDC. Darcy?
And we haven't submitted any formal requests. We just told them what we would like and what we could use money for. We haven't submitted any formal requests to them or presented anything formally to them for them to approve to us yet. So I don't think we could put anything in our budget, and we did that before they finalized their budget. They just did their budget, so.
I agree that we know going into this that we're going to be amending this budget as we get more definitive answers. So,
Yeah.
Jerry?
And then another item, the land acquisition. I haven't heard anything about it. It hasn't came before us.
It's just a budget, Jerry. It's not, you know, so we just
Well,
have to go for it.
Yeah, but if we're approving something, then we're approving it. So it's
We're
not just
approving-
a budget, it's approval also.
Rebecca
no,
also has
no,
her hand up and her.
Let me,
Sure.
stop. This is a budget.
Mhm.
We're budgeting to put $100,000 into a wastewater treatment plant. Don't know how we're gonna spend it. it's a budget item. They're setting that money aside should they come up with land, should they want to acquire it. It's already in the budget. They don't have to
Okay.
make a budget amendment.
That's basically was the question. I mean, is it an approval?
No,
By doing
you're approving a bunch of
okay.
numbers on a piece of paper. Christine?
The land acquisition has already had public hearings. It already was approved. EDC already did bring it to us. Go back through the minutes. It's already been discussed. It's already had public hearings.
Well,
Yes,
we didn't
Jerry.
vote.
Yeah, we did. It's the
Yes,
It's the
land-
5 acres here in town, I mean, the
Okay.
5 lots here
I
in town.
thought that was
Yes.
55, but that's okay.
No, it was 65.
No, it was
Okay.
65.
It was
If
65.
that's the piece of land we're talking about.
Yes, the one
Okay.
down there, that is what that's for, yes.
Okay.
Mayor, Rebecca
Thanks
had
for
her
the
hand up.
correction.
Yes.
Yes, Rebecca?
I think she's frozen.
I'm good. I'm good.
She's good, never mind.
All right,
Call the vote, please.
all right. We have a motion and a second on the table. All in favor? Rebecca, are you there?
Can you see my hand up?
No,
Rebecca,
You're frozen.
Yes?
you're frozen.
Okay, well,
Her hand's up. Okay.
All in favor, none opposed. Thank you, council. Item B is discussion of possible action approval of an ordinance amending the 2020-2021 budget. This is not a format that you're accustomed to seeing. Did this get emailed off to Rebecca?
It did.
Thank you. And to Tony?
No, I just emailed it to the
Okay.
city manager.
So what this is, before this is put into a budget versus actual, this is a process, this is your budget, this is where we made it all balanced out to zero. 2 years ago, council approved budget amendments up to $10,000 to be made by, to be approved by Jill, the administrator, and myself. There are about 3 budget amendments that you will have to approve, and those will come to you at a future meeting. This again is just a draft because before December 30th, we will be changing these numbers again. But this is for the purpose of adopting an amended 2021 budget. Wait a minute. Okay, yes, the 2021 budget. Jerry?
Do we need to address any of our projects, our CIPs?
No, because there's money hanging out at the end of this budget year that we will be able to put into our CIP. That's an amendment that will come as we finally amend this budget before December 30th.
Is it too early to ask? Are we gonna have the money there for the street
Absolutely.
CIP?
If you look at your
For-
budget versus actual in both the utility and in the general fund, you will see money left over. I verify that there is money in the bank, in our reserves, and in our pooled cash account, so the money is present.
And for the full amount on TWDB?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, since we don't know where we stand on
It's
that.
85,000 on that one. And it's budgeted in here, I mean, in your next year's budget, yeah. And if you look at your budget is balanced when you get to it. Your budget is balanced.
Yeah, well, I saw that, and that's why I wanted to make sure that we do have that there for those projects in
Yes.
particular.
That is all covered.
And when will we get clarification on what they say that we're gonna be receiving from EDC? The 80,000 that was mentioned by Mr. Jordan.
We'll just ask the administrator to continue to communicate and get it broken down
Okay,
so that we can amend our budget. Unless, Christine, you are a member of the EDC, you cannot speak for the EDC, but you do have their budget in front of you and you could explain it to us.
Have we had a motion yet?
Oh.
We're in discussion.
Funny thing, thank you. Darcy?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the ordinance amending the 2021 budget.
Thank you. Jerry?
I'll second that.
Hang on, stop, wait. These EDC allocations are not for the 2021 budget. This is
Right.
this current year's budget, so that is not a relevant question to this
Okay.
year's budget.
Okay. I didn't know if we needed to address it now or later.
Okay,
Still learning, Suzanne.
okay, well, let's get this,
That's why a lot of this stuff is questions, I guess.
Let's
May
get this-
sound like a statement.
this budget ends at midnight tonight, and then we begin to close out the year. The year in closing is when all these numbers will fall into place.
Okay.
Thank you. Further discussion? All in favor? Rebecca? All in favor?
Her hands up.
Her hands up.
Okay. All in favor? None opposed. Item C, discussion and possible action on approval of an ordinance adopting the budget for the fiscal year beginning October 1, 2021 and ending September 30, 2022. That is this piece of paper,
Yes.
which, as we have established, is balanced and is going to be amended before it's all over with. Do I have a motion? Jerry?
I make a motion, I move to approve the ordinance amending the 2021 budget.
Thank you. Darcy, second. Discussion? Darcy?
The only, oh, sorry, actually that's, no, I'm good. That's on another
Okay.
item.
Thank you. All right, no discussion. All in favor? All in favor? Rebecca, is your hand up? Rebecca?
Rebecca?
Technology.
I need to hear something from Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca.
Oh,
There she
her
Her
is.
hand is up. All right, all in favor? Thank you, council. All right, item D, discussion and possible action on approval of an ordinance levying a property tax rate for the tax rate year 2022 at .045363 cents per hundred of value and determining due and delinquent taxes. Darcy?
I'd like to make a motion to approve an ordinance levying a property tax for the tax rate year 2022 at 0.45363 per $100 of value and determining due and delinquent dates.
Thank you. Second? Christine? Thank you. We've had the public hearing, so I would entertain discussion. No discussion. All in favor?
Hands up.
Have Rebecca's hand is up. Thank you. All in favor, none opposed. Item E, discussion and possible action on the adoption of a fee schedule for 2021-22 budget year. Jerry?
I move to adopt the fee schedule for the 21 to 22 budget year.
Second, Christine. All in-
Darcy has her hand up.
Darcy?
This is where I have the question. On the special events road closures, I remember that we had a consensus, I believe, to remove the $100 road closure fee, as there was just one parade per year that was having to pay for it, and we kind of talked about the fact that that particular parade and event was the one that probably brought the most people in
We
town.
removed the parade fee.
Okay, so the road closure fee isn't the parade fee?
No,
Okay, then never mind.
we removed the parade fee.
Jerry?
I think that refers, and correct me too, because this question, that refers to like when 11th Street shuts down that street,
Correct.
11th Street, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Rebecca? Or are you still
I think
voting?
that's for, yeah,
Rebecca's still voting, y'all.
might need to kind of push her a little bit, David. Give her a little shove.
Okay,
See,
further discussion?
Hurry, all in favor, her hands up.
oh, quick.
All right. Any further discussion?
Let's ask for volunteers for something.
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought I had, well,
Okay, she looks very serious up there, doesn't she? Okay, all in favor, guys? All in favor?
I have my hand
Oh,
up.
she has.
Oh, wait, she- wait.
Okay.
Oh, okay, you wanted to ask a question?
Did you have a question? Or is that just your?
Yes, I have a comment, but I don't know if you can hear me.
You,
We can't.
You can now.
Okay, thank you. Under the vendor permits, when we just and I see that we've got the handmade homegrown vendor base.
Yes,
That
we made
it
that
was
change.
stated that we would have that. Okay,
She's on page 13.
that's all, thank you. Sorry
That's all.
about
Yes, we made that change.
Totally with you.
Oh, whatever that was.
The
Okay.
handmade home.
The handmade, homegrown,
Yeah.
good thing.
Yes, honey.
All right. Okay, let's continue with the vote now. All in favor? All in favor, Rebecca?
Oh, you
Her hand's totally up.
just rewind it.
my hand is up.
Her hand
Thank
is
you.
up.
All in favor, Rebecca's hand is up, none opposed. Thank you. Item E, discussion of possible action on the adoption of the utility rate for 2021-22 budget year. Darcy,
I'd like to make a motion to adopt the utility rates for 21-22 budget year.
thank you. Second, Christine. Discussion? Yes, Jerry?
My vote has not changed from the other night. I still feel the same way. I feel we should have looked at things closer on that before we just increased it 10%. I was hoping to see, if anything, 5%, but
Thank you. Then, that being said, I think we can proceed to the vote. Rebecca, you have anything to say?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. All in favor? Darcy, Christine,
oh, gosh.
Jerry, Rebecca in favor. All those opposed? None opposed, motion passes. Thank you for working on the budget. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn at this time. Darcy, second by Christine. Discussion. All in favor? All in favor?
Rebecca has her hand up.
Rebecca has her hand up. Jerry, has your hand up? All in favor, none opposed. Thank you, council. It's 9:32.